Welcome to the Repugen Podcast, where we transform patient care.
Welcome back to another episode of the Repugen Podcast. I'm Jennifer.
And I'm John.
Today we're covering men read ratings, women read stories, the gender split in how patients evaluate doctors online. And, our mission for this deep dive is to explore the Repugen 2026 study because, healthcare decisions are just incredibly high-trust, high-risk choices for you as a patient.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the baseline uncertainty is just so high when picking a doctor, so your brain instantly looks for social proof to establish some level of safety.
Right, to mitigate all uncertainty.
Exactly. And the data shows that nearly 89% of patients are actually checking online reviews when they research a new provider. Especially if they don't have a direct referral from a friend.
Wow, 89%. So that brings up a really critical question for me. Are we all, looking for the exact same reassurance online, or do different people decode these reviews differently?
Well, that is the core finding of this study. It turns out there is a massive gender split in how we read these. Men focus really heavily on the quantitative signals.
Oh, like the actual numbers and stats?
Yeah, the average star rating, the total review volume. Yeah. It is a very analytical approach to risk assessment, like if the numbers are high, the risk is statistically low. But women, on the other hand, place a much greater emphasis on the narratives.
Wait, so they bypass the hard data for the written stories?
Right. They are searching for detailed patient experiences to really build emotional trust. I mean, a raw star rating doesn't tell you if a doctor was empathetic during a scary diagnosis, but a specific story does.
That makes total sense. It builds an emotional bridge. So healthcare organizations really have to present both, right? Strong reputation metrics and authentic stories.
Yes, exactly, if they want to effectively influence patient decision-making across all demographics.
Okay, but since those quantitative metrics are so crucial, especially for men, does that mean providers have to keep up a flawless 5-star rating? Because I'd assume a pristine 4.9-star rating would instantly beat a 4.5-star rating every single time.
You would definitely assume so, but the data proves that completely wrong. Get this, 56.8% of patients actually chose a 4.5-star provider who had over 1,000 reviews compared to a 4.9-star provider with only 25 reviews.
Wait, really? The lower score actually wins?
Yeah, it's because of a psychological mechanism called Bayesian trust. Basically, human brains are hardwired to look for statistical stability, not just peak performance. Massive review volume builds real credibility.
Oh, right. So a slightly lower rating with a ton of reviews just feels more authentic than isolated perfection.
Exactly. The sheer volume mathematically outweighs that minor drop in perfection.
Okay, so if review volume is the ultimate goal, can a clinic administrator just, hustle to collect 1,000 reviews and then just stop?
I mean, that is the exact trap many clinics fall into, and it's incredibly damaging.
Because, I always think of old reviews like expired milk. No matter how good it was originally, you just wouldn't trust it now.
That is a perfect analogy, and the study backs it up. Around 66% of patients evaluate both the average rating and the recency of those reviews.
Right, because I have no idea if management has changed or if the wait times are worse now. I need to know what the experience is like this week.
Absolutely. When patients don't see fresh feedback, they perceive a gap, and that instantly brings back the feeling of risk. The good news is, with 80% of patients having visited a provider in just the last quarter alone, there is a constant opportunity to capture fresh feedback.
Which is essential for staying relevant.
Mm-hmm.
But managing this, combining massive review volume, constant recency, and authentic storytelling, that sounds like a really complex balancing act.
It is, which is why relying on manual processes rarely works.
Yeah.
Tools like Repugen actually systematize this whole thing.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, they help providers seamlessly collect that ongoing patient feedback, which generates those authentic recent reviews. And it helps them monitor their digital reputation to understand what truly drives patient trust.
That takes so much of the friction out of building credibility. So if you're a provider trying to navigate this, head over to Repugen's website and book a free demo to learn how to build stronger patient trust through effective reputation management.
It's definitely the best way to handle the digital crowd.
It really is. And I'll leave you with a final thought to chew on today. If our most critical, life-saving medical choices are now heavily guided by this collective digital crowd, how might the traditional definition of a doctor's bedside manner evolve just to optimize for a 5-star online review?
Thanks for listening to the Repugen Podcast, your path to better healthcare.